Name of institution is Srimati M.D. Patel Institute of Physical Science and Research, Anand. Am- I am working as assistant professor in this institute. The course name is MSc Organic Chemistry. The semester is first semester. Subject is Organic Chemistry first and its subject code is PS01 CCHE 22. The unit number is 1, which is stereochemistry. In this lecture I am going to discuss about determination of topic relationship between homomorphic ligands in intact molecules. So hello friends, myself Rajiv Gupta. In this lecture I am going to talk on determination of topic relationship between homomorphic ligands in intact molecules using symmetric criteria of topicity. So in topicity generally we use two criteria, that are symmetric criteria and substitution addition criteria. So using these both criteria we can made relationship between two homomorphic ligands in a molecule. So in this lecture I am going to talk on this symmetric criteria of topicity. So topic relation between homomorphic or identical ligands, the identical ligands which are exactly same ligands like two hydrogen atoms or two methyl groups or two bromine atoms. So these are called homomorphic ligands. So what is topicity? The topicity shows relation between two identical or homomorphic ligands or two lone pairs or two faces of pi bond. The symmetric criteria could be used to find out this relation of homomorphic ligands. So to check this, first we have to apply, we have to see C2, generally C2 axis of symmetry. C2 axis of symmetry. First we have to apply, we have to check C2 axis of symmetry in that molecule which contains these two homomorphic ligands or faces or lone pairs. So if C2 symmetry is applied in that molecule, so we say that these two homomorphic ligands are homotopic, means these two ligands have homotopic relations. Okay. So what is C2 axis of symmetry? We know that the C2 axis is an imaginary line or an axis in a molecule by which we apply a rotation operation by 180-degree angle, and with this rotation by 180-degree angle with that specific axis we get indistinguishable molecule or indistinguishable configuration of that molecule, or we can say that equivalent configuration of that molecule. So we say that if we get this type of molecule, equivalent molecule, so C2 axis of symmetry is applied in that molecule. So here what C2 axis or which line we have to choose in that molecule, that line which exchange these both homomorphic ligands, means one homomorphic ligand goes to over second and that second homomorphic ligand goes to that first one. That C2 axis of symmetry we have to apply. If it is applied, then we say the both homomorphic ligands are homotopic, and if it is not applied, then we say the both homomorphic ligands have heterotopic relation. So after that, in heterotopic relation we can further classify this topic relation into two parts. This is anisotropic and diastereotopic. based on the symmetry criteria, which is plane of symmetry. Okay, so after applying this C2 axis, if it is not applied, then we check plane of symmetry in the molecule. We apply that plane or mirror plane in that molecule where the both homomorphic ligands form mirror images of each other. Means the both homomorphic ligands should not be cut during that plane of symmetry operation. So these should be apart from that plane and should form mirror image of each other. So that type of plane we have to apply. If that plane of symmetry is applied, then we say that these both homomorphic ligands have anisotropic relation. And if this plane of symmetry is not applied, then we say that these both homomorphic ligands are diastereotopic. So these are the topic relationship where we use this symmetry criteria to define this topicity of relation between these two homomorphic ligands faces or lone pairs. Okay, so this is the simple criteria. So first, how we check the topic relation? First we apply C2 axis of symmetry, and secondly we apply plane of symmetry. If C2 applied, then homotopic. If C2 not applied, then heterotopic. Then we apply plane of symmetry in case of heterotopic. In homotopic we will not apply this plane. It is stopped here. But here we further move to plane of symmetry. If plane of symmetry is applied, then anisotropic. If not applied, then diastereotopic. Now whatever which has been said is could be understood by viewing these examples. So these topic relations can be understood by the following given examples. We are to see topic relation in following molecules. What is the topic relation between HA and HB? HA and HB, which are homomorphic ligands in this molecule. Dichloromethane. It is a dichloromethane tetrahedral carbon which is attached to 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 chlorine atoms. So we have to check first C2 axis of symmetry. So using this axis which is passing through this Cl-Cl single bond and which is passing through in between this HA and HB. So with 180-degree rotation, what we get? HB goes over HA and HA goes over HB, means both are exchanged, and this Cl goes to here and this Cl goes to here, means both Cl also exchanged. So this type of C2 axis of symmetry we have to apply, and observe both the molecules, this first structure and this second structure, or this first configuration and second configuration. If we check, so both are equivalent, both are almost, we can say that both are exactly same, both are same. Only if we do not observe these A and B subscripts, A and B, if we do not observe these subscript, then we can say these both molecules are exactly same. Okay, so actually these are equivalent molecules, so the C2 is applied here. So HA and HB are homotopic, means HA and HB have homotopic relation in this dichloromethane molecule. Similarly, we can check this for 2 lone pairs which are homomorphic, or 2 faces in carbonyls or alkenes. So here the example is given for this ether molecule. This is a ether dimethyl dimethyl ether, and this is formaldehyde. So we apply this C2 axis of symmetry. When we apply this, methyl group goes to here, and this means both methyl groups will be exchanged, and these both lone pair will also be exchanged, and we get exactly equivalent configuration. So these both lone pairs are homotopic. Here the faces, 2 faces of this pi bond, carbon oxygen double bond, which contains a sigma bond and a pi bond. That pi bond which has pi molecular orbitals which has two lobes on the upper side, one lobe and upper side and one lobe and downside in this molecular plane of this molecule. So when we apply this C2 axis, okay, we have to use this axis. So when we rotate by 180 degree, then this all portion goes this side and this upper portion goes to downside, and we get equivalent configuration. So these two faces of pi bond are homotopic. Again here we can check the same thing. This is the axis where we have to apply this C2 symmetry, 180 degree rotation in plane of paper or in plane of screen. When we rotate this molecule in this direction, see this direction, when we rotate this molecule, this HB goes to on HA and this HA goes to over HB, and the whole portion carboxylic goes to this side and this bottom carboxylic goes to top side, and likewise these hydroxyl groups. So we get equivalent configuration. So these HA and HB, both homomorphic ligands or homomorphic atoms, are homotopic in this molecule. Now check this topic relation in these molecules. Here this is cyclobutanone. Cyclobutanone, where this cyclobutane ring is a planar ring, almost planar ring. So here we can see the topic relation of these two faces of pi bonds in this carbonyl group. So when we apply this C2, the molecule flips or turn over by 180 degree, and this portion goes to this side and this comes to this side, and we get equivalent configuration. So the both faces are homotopic. Again we apply this axis of symmetry, C2 axis of symmetry, in this cyclobutane ring where HA and HB, we have to see relation between HA and HB. So we apply this axis of symmetry. This axis is actually perpendicular to this molecular plane, this cyclobutane ring plane. This axis is perpendicular. So by the rotation of with 180 degree angle, HA comes to on HB and HB goes to HA, and the molecule remains very similar or very equivalent configuration with this first one. So C2 applied. So we say that HA and HB are homotopic. Again here we apply C2 symmetry which is passes through this line 180 degree. This is C2. This methyl will go over here and this methyl go over here, and HA and HB will be exchanged. So here HA and HB are homotopic. So we are to see heterotopic relation in the following given molecule. Now these previous examples were related to homotopic relation. Now we move towards heterotopic relation. So this is the proper sequence what we have to see. First we have to apply C2 axis of symmetry, and after that we will check plane of symmetry. Now see, first we apply axis of symmetry. So we have to see relation between two homomorphic atoms, that are HA and HB. See why these are homomorphic? Because both are hydrogen atoms. Just for our convenience, we mark these as A and B to differentiate these two atoms. Actually these both atoms are exactly same or homomorphic. Now first we apply C2 axis of symmetry in this molecule. This is chlorobromomethane or bromochloromethane. Okay, in this bromochloromethane we apply this axis of symmetry, C2 axis, by 180 degree rotation, and we get this structure. Bromine goes to on chlorine side and chlorine goes to at bromine side. Okay, so we get this structure. HA goes to HB, HB goes to on HA. Now compare these both molecules. These both molecules are not equivalent. Okay, these are non-equivalent because here the bromine is situated at right hand side, but here in this structure the bromine is situated at or present at left hand side. So actually the positions are changed. the positions of these atoms are changed. So these are non-equivalent, so C2 is not applied here. Okay, C2 axis of symmetry is not applied, means this is not C2 axis of symmetry, just we have made a rotation operation by 180 degree, but actually C2 symmetry is not applied. So we can say that HA and HB are heterotopic. These are not homotopic. Now further we can check a relationship between two ligands based on this heterotopicity, which could be anisotropic or diastereotopic. So we have to apply a plane of symmetry or center of symmetry. So we can apply here a plane of symmetry. A plane we can apply that is a molecular, that is a plane which bisect these chlorine, carbon and bromine atoms in between, just like sandwich, and these HA and HB forms mirror image of each other. These are mirror image of each other. So this reflection plane, which is a plane of the paper or plane of the screen, the plane in which this chlorine, carbon, bromine, these three atoms are present, that plane, we apply that mirror plane where these both homomorphic ligands form mirror image of each other. So when we apply this reflection, we see that the molecule we get or configuration we get is equivalent to the first one. So the plane of symmetry is applied. So we say that HA and HB are anisotropic. Now check these things in these molecules. These are lone pairs, these are faces. Obviously these lone pairs are heterotopic and anisotropic. Just apply the same concept as we have seen in this ligands case. Same concept will be applied for these two lone pairs and these two faces. So here C2 not applied, C2 not applied. See, C2 will not apply because this hydrogen goes to upside at methyl side and methyl goes to hydrogen side. When we apply this 180 degree rotation, we do this 180 degree rotation, but actually the molecule will be changed. The positions of methyl group and hydrogen atom is changed. So the molecule, the obtained configuration is not similar or not equivalent to first one. So C2 is not applied. So we say the two faces are heterotopic. Now we can check further anisotopicity or diastereotopicity using this plane of symmetry. Here this molecular plane is present in this molecule, a plane which is going through or in between the two faces, which is not bisecting these two faces, just it is making mirror images of these two faces. And also this molecular plane bisect this molecule just like a sandwich. So the half part of the molecule will be just mirror image of the another half part. So here this plane of symmetry, which is a molecular plane, is applied. So these two faces are anisotropic. Okay, again in this molecule, the which is a Fischer projection, H and HB are heterotopic, which are specifically anisotropic. We can see here a plane of symmetry. This is a plane of symmetry. So these are anisotropic. Now in these molecules, here we cannot apply C2 symmetry, means C2 not exist, but plane of symmetry, that sigma plane of symmetry present. The plane is that plane where fluorine, carbon, carbon, chlorine and this carbon, these all 5 atoms are present in a single plane, which is plane of the paper or plane of the screen, and these H and HB are becoming mirror images of each other. So this plane of symmetry is applied. So these two ligands HA and HB are anisotropic. Again we can check these things in this molecule. Here C2 not exist, but plane of symmetry exists. The plane is this plane, the plane which is perpendicular to this cyclopropene ring system. The plane of this cyclopropene ring and this plane which we applied here is perpendicular to each other. So this plane is applied where this chlorine atom, fluorine atom will cut in middle, means fluorine atom will divided into two parts, this fluorine atom and this carbon carbon double bond, and this Ha and Hb are forming mirror images. So these Ha and Hb are anisotropic. Likewise here we can check the face. Here the face is diastereotopic, the first example of diastereotopic. So see, here a methyl group is present in this cyclopropanone ring, a methyl group which could be on wedge or dash. Suppose it is present on wedge, or here on dash a hydrogen atom is present. So if we apply this rotation by 180 degree angle, so whole portion will be rotated and will see as equivalent, but this methyl group which is present at wedge will go to dash side, and this dash hydrogen will go on wedge side. So C2 actually is not present, not exist. Now we apply plane of symmetry sigma. Which plane? The plane which forms mirror image of these two faces. So this is the plane. Suppose we apply this plane. So see, at this carbon atom, at wedge methyl group is present, but at dash hydrogen group is present. So these both could not form mirror image because both are different groups. So here this plane of symmetry also not present, sigma not present. So both are not present, so we can say these two faces are diastereotopic phase. So see again these example, Ha and Hb, these are diastereotopic. Okay, we the C2 symmetry will not be applied, plane of symmetry will not be applied. How? We can rotate this molecule by 180 degree, Hb goes to Ha and Ha goes to Hb, but these hydroxyl group, where it will move towards this hydrogen, and this hydroxyl group will move towards this hydrogen atom during this 180 degree rotation. So the molecule will be different, it will be not equivalent. So C2 is not applied. Now check plane of symmetry. Which plane? Where these both homomorphic ligands should form mirror image of each other. So this plane of symmetry we have to apply, but here hydroxyl group are present and here hydrogen atoms are present. So these, because what is plane of symmetry? The entire molecule should divide into two parts, where these two parts should be mirror image of each other. Okay, so here these are not mirror images, so actually this plane is not applied, this plane is not present. So both are not present, so Ha and Hb are diastereotopic. Similarly here Ha and Hb are diastereotopic because C2 axis of symmetry and plane of symmetry are not present. So which C2F symmetry, which we have to see this, if we made this rotation, then Ha goes to Hb, Hb goes to Ha, but these top side methyl groups will move towards this bottom side. So actually the molecule will be changed, its appearance is changed, it is not equivalent after this operation. So C2 not exist. And the plane, which plane we have to apply? This molecular plane. Suppose we apply this molecular plane, then H and Hb will form their mirror images to each other, but top side we see methyl groups, but at bottom side hydrogen atoms. So these could not be mirror images because both are different groups. So here plane of symmetry also not present. So these are diastereotopic. So we are seeing symmetry criteria to show topic relation in between two homomorphic ligands. Also now check this H and Hb. First what we see, C2 symmetry or 180 degree rotation. So we cannot apply that type of C2 symmetry or 180 degree rotation where these H or Hb exchange their positions. So C2 in this molecule is not exist. Now check plane of symmetry, where these both homomorphic ligands should form mirror image to each other. So this plane of symmetry, see these half part of this molecule is just mirror image or reflection of this second part. So here plane of symmetry exists. So obviously these both hydrogen atoms are heterotopic and specifically anisotropic because plane of symmetry exists. Now check in these molecules Ha and Hb. Ha and Hb are anisotropic because obviously we can see a plane of symmetry here, this plane of symmetry where half portion is just mirror image of this second half portion. Now these are anisotropic because this plane of symmetry. Okay, in these all molecules C2 is not present. Okay, C2 is not exist. Now this half portion is just mirror image of this half portion, so these are anisotropic. In this molecule Ha and Hb are diastereotopic because C2 we cannot apply a C2 symmetry where these Ha and Hb are exchanged. Also plane of symmetry is not present in this molecule. We cannot apply a plane where this half portion becomes mirror image of this half portion because these all portions are different, so plane is also not exist. Also we can see these this molecule, in this molecule Ha and Hb are actually constitutional diastereotopic relation. Means if we replace Ha by ligand, different ligand, or Hb with a different ligand, then we get two products and these two products will be constitutional isomers. Okay, these will be constitutional isomers. So actually that isomers which are not mirror images, so actually these Ha and Hb are constitutionally diastereotopic. Okay, specifically we can use that term as I explained in a previous lecture. Now RS assignment to heterotopic phase and ligands. So how we provide this portion comes into the pro-stereo isomerism or pro-chirality, where this pro-chiral center converts into chiral center if we substitute one homomorphic ligand using a different new ligand. So this is a pro-chiral center. So how we assign chirality descriptor or pro-chirality descriptor to this pro-chiral center? So the same CIP rules are used which we use for chiral centers. First, this is Fischer projection of this molecule bromochloromethane. So according to CIP nomenclature, we use atomic number to give priority. The bromine which has highest atomic number in these four substituents, so it will get number 1. Then chlorine atom number 2. Now the third priority will be given to that homomorphic ligand which with respect to which we have to assign the pro-chirality of this pro-chiral carbon. So with respect to Ha, we have to define pro-chirality of this pro-chiral carbon. So we have to give number 3 for this Ha and number 4 for Hb. So with respect to Ha, this is pro-R. How? We have to use chirality rule. We have to make a arc from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. This is movement of anti-clockwise direction. The arc direction is anti-clockwise. So the answer should be pro-S, but the fourth number priority group, the lowest number priority group situated at horizontal line in this Fischer projection, so we may reverse our answer. So actually with respect to Ha, this pro-chiral center has the pro-chirality descriptor, that is pro-R. Obviously with respect to Hb it will be pro-S. Okay, likewise we can provide pro-chirality descriptor or RS assignment, pro-RS assignment to these pro-chiral centers. Okay, here this is also a pro-chiral center. It has R configuration and this has S configuration. So how we get this pro-R or pro-S? we know that R gets priority over S. Means actually these both ligands or both groups are same constitutionally, as we see in pseudo-chiral centers constitutionally, but their chirality is different. Their chiral nature is different. One is R and one is S, so these are different. So in these we give priority in this order. R gets more priority over S, so this portion will get number 1 and this portion will get number 2. And if we choose this HA with respect to HA, then HA will get number 3 and HB 4. Now 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 movement gives a arc in uh, clockwise direction, so it should be pro R, but the fourth number priority group, that is HB, is present at horizontal line in this Fisher projection, so we reverse our answer. So with respect to HA, this prochiral center has the configuration that is pro S. Okay, now we can assign this prochirality descriptor for these faces in carbonyls or alkenes. If we get anti-clockwise arc direction, so we assign this sinister Si, and if we get clockwise, then we assign Re or rectus. So in this case, in this aldehyde CH3COH or CHO, in this aldehyde, how we assign priority order, that oxygen will get number 1, then this carbon atom will get 2 of methyl group, and this hydrogen will get third priority. And now here we move from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So this is the anti-clockwise movement. So from this side, this face of the pi bond or pi molecular orbitals has Si configuration, or it is a Si phase, sinister phase. But if we see the back side of this molecule, the phase will be Re. Okay, in this cyclic ketone, the numbering is same, 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, so this phase is Re, but its backside phase will be Si or sinister phase. So if we observe this molecule from top side, suppose, so it is sinister Si, it has Si configuration. But if we observe the same molecule from the back side, this is front side, this is back side, suppose this is back side, so the configuration or the assignment will be Re for the second phase. The first phase Si, the second phase which is back phase, that is Re. So this is the complete symmetric criteria of finding the topic relation between ligands, homomorphic ligands in intact molecules. We can easily apply these concepts. First, what we see, we have to apply, we have to check C2 axis of symmetry. If C2 axis of symmetry applied, then we say that these two homomorphic ligands are homotopic. But if C2 symmetry not applied, then we say that these two homomorphic ligands are heterotopic. Then after that, these heterotopic ligands, heterotopic type ligands could be classified into two parts, that are anisotropic and diastereotopic, based on the plane of symmetry concept. If plane of symmetry applied, then we say these are anisotropic. If plane of symmetry is not applied, then we say these are diastereotopic. So this is all about this, how we check the relation between two homomorphic ligands. Okay, thank you for listening the lecture.